Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Monday afternoon here on Kobold Press. I am back with your ooziest cast there is on Twitch. And YouTube, technically, because this goes to a VOD, your ooziest cast for the Great Oozescape. If you're joining us for the first time, thank you. If you made it back because you, for whatever reason, you found last week to be of great entertainment to you, well, oh boy, do we have some news for you this week, because it's only going to be more shenanigans. But before we hop into shenanigans, I want to say that officially this morning, Kobold Press launched its newest Kickstarter, Campaign Builder Cities and Towns. I would be remiss if I don't mention it, because we hit the goal within the first hour, which is pretty exciting. So now we're reaching out for stretch goals. We've already, I think, unlocked today the town character sheet. Which is like the character sheet you actually can put the town that you're building or the city that you're building stats on, which I think is pretty cool. So get over there, check it out, learn a little bit about it, and if you're not sold, go check out the VODs over on YouTube, where I've been interviewing some of the writers and the contributors to the book, and we've been taking a sneak peek at what actually this kind of hands-on guide for GMs is going to look like. That's all I got. Except for Discord making noise in the background. What is your problem, Discord? All right, there we go. All right, everybody. Let's hop back into this. Let's go around. We'll meet our illustrious cast. Let them quick remind you what ooze they're bringing to life. And well, you know what? I would say we'd hop into a recap, but I think what I want to do is, after you introduce yourself, I want you to answer a question. I want you to answer a question. I know. A little Q&A here at the top. After you tell us who you are and who you're playing, knowing now what your ooze knows after last week, what are their feelings on the Mad Mage? Ooh. What are their feelings on the Mad Mage? And first up on my screen is actually Drac.
Hi, I'm Draconics, or Drac for short. I use he, their pronouns, and I'm playing Melf Decimal Classification System, but also known as Classy for short. By his friends specifically, anyone else, you have to call them by their full name. I am the Ink Guardian. So I just basically look like when I'm in the bottle, at least, a bottle of ink. Right now, I probably just look like a moving splodge across, like a moving ink stain across the ground right now. But I desperately want to organize the books and keep them safe. What does Classy think of the Mad Mage? I think yet they haven't had much of an opinion. I think the only opinion they have is how awful they are at organizing their scrolls and spell books. And I think Classy tries not to let that influence what he thinks of someone, because you can never judge someone by the cover of their books or how they organize those books. But Classy can't help themselves but think that this person is clearly a terrible person, because what good person misorganizes books? Like, he would do that. You have to be awful to do something like that.
Classy is the mean girl of us all. Like, the mean girl ooze. She's like so judgmental of your book organizing.
Little do we know, Classy has a burn book.
Totally. Yeah. 100%.
He makes sure he writes it in pencil so they can rub it out and keep everyone's name in alphabetical order, though. Just can't handle it being
it's like, oh my god, Classy, you can't just ask if they're from the Underdark.
You know what? I'm gonna go down and around the screen, so that actually passes to Josh. Josh, you are up for the same round of information.
Okay, yeah. I'm Josh. Wait, are we doing player intros too? You said that at the top, and my brain just
who you
erased
are,
all information.
Who you're playing, and your feels on the Mad Mage.
Stellar. My name is Josh. I am the community and content manager for Demiplane. I'm the assistant director of ambassadors for Jasper's Game Day. More on that later. I'm a Take This ambassador. I'm a freelance tabletop game designer. I'm a Twitch streamer. I need some sleep. I am playing Shiver. The sapphire jelly is a bright blue kind of ice cold crystalline jelly. It's very, very acclimated to cold climates. Has never experienced warmth in his life. Well, maybe. of some varieties. Shiver right now, it boils down to this. Anyone who would throw him in a dark hole with no way out is a bad person.
Oh, the judgment has been made. Well,
that's it. That's the answer.
That's the guy.
Bad mage, bad guy.
Bad guy. Bad guy. He's been stamped. Bad guy. I love it. I love it. Continuing our counterclockwise chaos circle. Wally.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Wally, your favorite non-binary slime on the internet best friend. Oh, and I myself am playing Barbrielle, Demon's Bane, whose wings, whose scrape the heavens, and whose claws sunder the earth, the Ichor slime. Oh boy, what does Barbrielle think of the Mad Mage? Flames on the sides of their face when they see them. All they know is revenge because they killed them and reduced their form into this Ichor slime. So all they know is that they have to get unspeakable amounts of revenge on this Mad Mage. How they're going to do it, they don't know. They just know they need to get revenge on this Mad Mage. And the Mad Mage is a bad guy to them. 100%. They believe they are the bad guy. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, so I think that's really like 3 out of 4. Bringing us home.
Yeah.
Brunhilde, Katie, introduce yourself, your character, and where do you stand?
Hello, everybody. I am Katie Downey, aka Goblin Katie. I am a TTRPG streamer and variety streamer on Twitch. I am also the executive manager for Jasper's Game Day and a Take This ambassador. I am playing Brunhilde, the Doppel Elixir, and she's she just thinks everybody's nice. Everybody's swell, except my mother once told me that if you can't say anything nice about someone, you shouldn't say anything at all. So I always try to find something nice, and that mage brought a lot of lovely people together. So we're gonna stick with that. I don't care for it.
So that's like 3.5. It's like 3.5 of 4 votes that maybe the Mad Mage isn't a great guy.
Not for nothing, in Midwestern standards, that's like a hardcore insult.
Yeah. I wouldn't make him hot dish.
That might be a 5, honestly.
Wow.
Honestly, with that, I think it's an additional 2. I think that's 5 in total.
Wow. So we've outnumbered ourselves in how bad the Mad Mage actually is. He did, in fact, bring you all together, though, last week, which you found through a strange series of events as he set you up precariously amongst his kind of penthouse suite at the top of a tower. You all managed to work your way out after he left for vacation. You seem to be part of his ongoing security system for this tower. And through a sheer happenstance, like by accidental, basically, circumstance, you stumbled into the hidden room of his penthouse, which held a deep, dark ritual of some kind of scroll with this ritual on it, which you have absconded with, along with a set of keys to the tower. And along your way, again, happenstantially, maybe just to finagle your way through some kind of elemental trap set for clearly somebody else, and you freed the bugbear that lived on the next floor down. What was his name?
Louis.
Yeah.
Louis
Yeah.
the bugbear. You freed Louis the bugbear, who's now on a rampage through the lower floors of this tower. You all are standing at this same kind of set of stairs that goes down to the next floor. And because Dot's so prepared this week, I have a map.
Ooh.
I know. Now, the sound of Louis is off in the distance. He barreled through this floor, and you know it because as you follow him down the stairs, you see this room here on the... Oh, great. That's such a pop of color. I can really see that there, Dot. Let me try that again. This room seems to be some kind of large dining hall, except unlike this image now, there are no plates on the table, or they were. The things are toppled over, chairs are broken. Louis has burst through this whole room. You all would be coming down the stairs, so you're going to be coming from the left to the right, so this flight of stairs here.
Mm-hmm.
There is a small door, you can see it, and there's a strange kind of walled-in frame for it, but it seems to be unlocked. Well, I guess at this point, Louis probably burst through it. There just is no door.
Yeah.
I'll just leave. I'll give it to y'all. There's no door here. Louis just broke through.
Oh my. We should probably let the Mad Mage know that they should probably install doors.
Oh, I'm sure he'll figure it out.
Okay. How much time should we give Louis to talk to the adventurers? Or should we just head down now? Or
I think Louis can move faster than we can, so we can just keep on moseying over. But as we're in this room, just if anyone sees any food, let me know. I'm feeling a little bit peckish.
It looks like there's a turkey up on the high table.
There is
Yeah.
the one thing
Desire
because
food.
there is a single turkey. There's no other food in this whole room, but there is this glamorous glazed turkey in the northern part, and you can see it as you actually enter the room. It seems, from what you can tell, Louis bolted from one side of the room to the other. So most of this up here is untouched, along with 2 troughs of water and these bowls. Is what I'm going to call them. These large bowls. You can't see what's in them. Actually, the only person that might be able to see what's in them is going to be Shiver, because you're tall enough to actually... They're kind of on pedestals or raised the way a bird bath might be. And there's stuff floating in them.
Okay, well, maybe as we're making our way to that turkey, I'll just take a little peek as I kind of squeeze myself up a little bit taller and just, oh, what's in here?
I love that. Now this kind of a wobbly bit of you peers over and you look in, and for a second the water seems kind of cloudy and dirty, and then all of a sudden something from the kind of bottom of it floats to the top. It's and it blinks, and as it spins round, you see it is an eye. It looks at you, and then another eye, blink, 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 and they all kind of float to the top. There's a bunch of eyes in this pool, this little bowl.
see up there.
What you see, Shiver?
Do you see,
It's
Shiver?
a bowl full of eyes. I thought it might be a martini, but this, it doesn't seem quite right.
A bowl full of eyes. Ah, yes, I'm aware of such dishes. Back when I was in my full demonic form, my chefs would provide me such desserts. A gelatin with eyes inside that would wiggle about when you set it on the plate.
Oh, so is this like a delicacy?
Yes, and where I am from, this is a delicacy.
All right, I'd just like to just move forward and just engulf the entire bowl.
I imagine you just loop around the whole thing. Now the eyes are not attached to anything; they're free floating, like olives at the bottom of a martini. And you kind of envelop this whole thing. Now it is part of it. It's a solid rock basin.
I'll scoot up it and just get mostly the liquid bit. But if I get some of the dishware,
it comes.
who
with
cares?
You. Yeah, a piece crumbles off, but you eventually take in all the liquid and the eyes. They freeze almost as soon as they kind of add to your oozy fluids. And so, and you guys all see that probably 15 or 16 eyeballs kind of freeze solid on the inside of Shiver's form.
All
I
think
can
of
see
are
you
those-
now.
I can only think of champagne grapes,
Yes.
where you soak them in champagne and put them in the freezer.
That's basically it now. They're real frozen.
Oh, how are they?
Do they taste nice?
Do I have anything that resembles taste buds?
That's a great question. What does your character sheet say about sustenance? Does it say what you consume or if you consume anything?
Yeah. Not really.
Yeah, not really.
Okay, I know a couple of you have things that you can consume. I guess that begs the question. What is your preference, Shiver? What do you usually eat? Is it metals or adventurers or eyeballs?
Well, back home it'd normally be things that I'd hunt for myself, like wild boar or deer, or sometimes I'd get a lot of fish. That's a really kind of common dish back there for me. So this is probably a little bit out of my ordinary, but
Yeah, it's I imagine it is a bit of a delicacy. Whatever liquid they've been sitting in is kind of it's almost like a vinegar based type thing, so it's been kind of
oh,
pickling them.
yeah,
If you would.
yeah.
So it is a bit of a delicacy, but it's a delicacy the way caviar is a delicacy. You eat it and you're kind of like, did I eat anything? How much money did I just pay for this thing that where did it go? It just doesn't seem very filling, but it is a delicacy by all pickled eyeball standards.
Well, it just seems very nice. Would anyone else like some? I can share, and I'll kind of slurp one little pseudopod out in the form of like as if I was making a teapot out of my form, and just like pour out a little bit of liquid and eyeball, and liquid and eyeball, and liquid and eyeball for my compatriots to share.
Barbrielle like slithers over, and the little skull little skull looks up, and the jaw opens up. Yes, deposit a pickled eyeball into my gullet.
For sure, here you go.
There's a little vinegar and a single.
When it drops inside, the skull's mouth goes, nom, 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 nom. Yes, this is delicious. Pretty much the equivalent of Cookie Monster is what it's doing. So it's like, you don't see that the chewing does anything, but it's more for the aesthetic, because they're trying to maintain the fact that they have a head. So that mouth is just going away, just going, wow, this is delicious. I cannot believe I could find such delicacies up here. Nom, nom, yes.
Is there any blood left in them?
Yeah,
Oh, there should be.
I think I taste a little bit of blood in there. Is that the irony flavor?
Yeah, it's gonna taste kind of like pennies.
Oh my god.
I think there's a little bit.
Oh, okay then. And this little needle-like appendage sticks out from Brunhilde and just pokes into the eye, and it's almost like a Capri Sun. It just kind of drains and flattens.
Yep. It there's a small slurpage sound. He's right. It's very little. It's like kind of what's left, if you would.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot of sustenance. But I know that you can consume for healing, right?
I don't know if it's for healing. It just says that they drink the blood from their victims.
That seems like the thing that you would do to get stronger or better. So I would say so. I don't. What is your CR score? This is so strange to have to figure out like a hit die for a creature.
Yeah.
I think it should say have a hit, equivalent of a hit die near hit points, right?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Sometimes, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I would say you could
yeah.
roll a hit die for,
If-
Capri Sun eyes.
If you're small creatures, it should be a D6.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
It's
mediums are
D6.
usually D8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Yeah. So what is? Yeah, roll up a D6 because I think you're a small creature.
Okay, I gotta figure out how to roll a d6 on roll 20.
Off on the
That's
left,
classy.
there's a lovely little bar that has a D20 on it at the bottom. Hover and just click D6. It'll roll one for you. Boom, a 6. What is your
Oh,
Constitution?
damn.
My con is 14, so I have a +2.
Oh, there you go. 8 hit points back for an eyeball snack.
Let's see, that's 35. Got it.
As Cassie
yeah.
gets into their eyeball, they kind of like set it down on the ground, and they put their two appendages into like little like blades, like little tiny blades, so just enough, solid enough to cut the eye. Just kind of like slice it into little pieces, and just like sit there. They basically sit there as if they're eating with a knife and fork, taking pieces into their mouth.
Oh, they're so
And then
precious.
just
Precious bean.
then pull out a piece of paper and like clean where it should be their
Oh
mouth,
my
and then put it back inside
gosh.
them.
Stop.
That was nice. That was delicious. Thank you, Shiva.
Well, very refreshing. Thank you so much.
It was
Yeah,
quite
sure.
a prize of nutritional value.
While we're kind of hanging out in this room, I'll just go check and see if the other bowl has the same thing. And if it does, I'll probably do the exact same maneuver and like share some more of the goodies with
Yep.
everyone else.
It is, in
And
fact,
then,
another bowl of eyeballs.
Brilliant.
Why
Yes.
that was part of his prep for leaving for vacation, you still all don't know.
I'm sure that it makes sense to somebody, and I'm gonna just engulf all of that and share again a little bit more, and then maybe make my way over to that table of turkey and do a similar thing. As like I'll engulf it and then share bits like, "Oh, who wants a leg?
Yeah.
I've got a wing here."
If
Oh,
any-
none for me, thanks. I'm
And I'll
only
share that
interested
too.
if it's bloody.
Oh, yeah, no, this one's been cooked.
Yeah.
Now,
I would appreciate a turkey leg, please.
another turkey leg, keys, skull. I imagine it's just like chaos as all of you are kind of
That's all it
consuming
is, yeah.
what's here. As the turkey is kind of like fully removed from the plate that it is on, and it being distributed, there's a click. Something clicks.
no.
How tall? I mean, you're all on the floor eating this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Presumably.
Okay. Roll. I'm gonna have you all roll a dexterity check at advantage. Because it's really not meant for anybody that's your height. It's meant for a person that's standing there trying to remove the turkey. Okay, a 5. Okay, a 17 and 18. How about
Oh yeah, I have to click the name. It was a Dex.
yeah, Dex? Okay, so it is only gonna be poor Barbie. Maybe it's because. Oh, you know what? Okay, this is what goes down. You hear this click, and then there's this mechanical noise of like, as something like gears up, and above you, a very large like wooden stake. I'm gonna call it. It's like the trunk of a tree drops from the ceiling straight down, and smashes into the floor. It bursts the table wide open. Unfortunately, Barbie, you are caught in some of the shrapnel of this falling column that was very clearly supposed to smash somebody. And
Okay.
a piece of the shrapnel cuts away and smashes into the skull, breaking a chunk of the head away.
Oh no, Barbie!
Oh no, this is just obvious of war, a scar of war. This trap was set by the Mad Mage, obviously placed here. They knew my love of roasted turkeys. They knew I would show up into this room, and they know my love of the dark meat. Yes, that was the trigger, to remove the leg. I will remember this scar, Mad Mage.
And a little tendril like goes up, but leaves the little stake inside the skull.
I will remember this one.
Yeah, it's like a splinter, and it jabs into the side of your head. But you are able to take as many eyeballs with you as you don't consume, because basically Shiver is refrigeration. So it's not going to go bad.
Nice.
Right? It's like a walk-in cooler, so you can take some stuff with you. The turkey, I imagine, is consumed in its entirety. There unfortunately is no blood left, Brewhilde, on the turkey.
Well, I'm not interested in stuff that's been cooked. No.
No. And as maybe you all, eventually this large thing that slammed to the ground resettles and falls to the side, this room is a disaster. Once again, the wake, in all of your wake, leaving another room in complete destruction. Though not all of it was your fault, just some of it was your fault. Dishes are broken, there are utensils everywhere. And the opposite side of the room is where you're going to find, of course, this kind of the next flight of stairs that go down to the next layer. This has also been broken through by your dear friend Louis.
Oh, good old Louis.
I see
Even if it was
Louis
like
is
progress.
making much progress down these stairs.
Oh yeah, he was always a hauler. I suspect that's why they had him chained up.
I see.
And they kind of yell down the stairs.
Lewis, if you kill the mad mage before me, I will be severely upset with you.
He doesn't hear you. You don't know that, but he doesn't. And your voice kind of rings out down this dark stairwell that curves around to the next floor.
Oh, that sounded really threatening and fearsome. Very nice.
I hope it reached his ears.
Oh, I'm sure it did, dear.
So,
So what do we have here?
yeah, let's keep heading down. I think we don't want to give him too much of a head start. Otherwise, especially now with all the extra food that I've just engulfed, I don't know if I'm going to be moving quite so fast.
That's okay, Shiva. Just take your time.
Yeah. As you come around, if you can sense sound, there is this kind of static in the air. This
It makes us jiggle.
yeah, and you're not exactly sure what's going on there, though you don't see any bit of destruction from Louis. It seems like maybe he made a clear way around this time, or there was less things in his path. But as you come around the corner, you do in fact see, without a shadow of a doubt, this kind of machine. If you want to try to figure it out, you could roll an intelligence check. I don't know that any of you have any kind of benefits to. Yeah.
Could I?
What the heck? Why not?
I possibly get
why
an
not? Yeah.
advantage.
Okay.
Maybe say I've read it in a book that I've searching about this machine.
Sure.
Nope.
Yeah, you are our scholar, Ooze, I guess. So I'll get. You know what? You can take this one with advantage since. Okay.
15, 14,
Okay,
16.
great. As all of you kind of sloosh down the stairs and you round the corner and you see this massive bolt of electricity jumping from one prong on the left to another one on the right. It arches over some kind of dome mechanism, which is underneath is where the actual machine is. In the room, in addition, are 2 tables with gems on them and a coffin that has the lid still on it. Other than maybe the scrapes of chains that drug behind Lewis down the next flight of stairs, you currently don't see that he did any major destruction. Not a 15. You read a story one time. A story in some mad scientist's collection about a mad scientist called Dr. Frankenstein. And Dr. Frankenstein was said to be able to he didn't need necromantic power to bring things back to life. He could use electricity. And the setup in here is almost uncanny to the Dr. Frankenstein story.
Oh, this is Dr. Frankenstein's machine, or at least a very close approximation to it.
What does the machine do?
Well, it sort of does necromancy without necromancy.
Oh,
That's what I
sounds
read
interesting.
anyway.
How is that possible? Only magic can perform necromancy, not machines of such nature.
Well, apparently Dr. Frankenstein figured it out and made a monster or abomination. Dr. Frankenstein is assigned the mad man, and the monster didn't really get a name. But people get them confused all the time and call the abomination Frankenstein, where it's in fact the doctor who's Frankenstein.
Oh, I love a good abomination.
Then we should release them.
I mean, we can. It
Sure,
looks like
they're probably all cooped up by now.
Yeah. I don't think they'd enjoy being in there for 2 weeks, because that is at least how long the Mad Mage is going to be gone for.
Sure, yeah.
This is very true. We should release them.
Is there a latch on this thing?
So, This whole thing is wrapped in some kind of coil, metal coil. It's like the whole box is wrapped, and it leads over towards the machine. Only our dear Ink Guardian would know that you would need a few things to like make this work. More than likely, if you open that lid, all that's going to be there is a dead body of some kind.
Okay.
It's not going to be animate until you make it animated.
Well, judging by the fact that the lid of the coffin hasn't burst open yet, I think the Mad Maid hasn't finished the entire experiment yet. But I've read the book enough times to figure out what to do here. And Classy's gonna go towards like the machine and see if he can figure out see any buttons or levers or anything like that to
Yeah.
get started.
You go, this little ink icker goes over, and I imagine you look through what is glass. Right? It's kind of like a glass dome down. And this is where all the cogs are clicking and moving and the machine is working. On either side, you can see that there is a place where each prong needs a gem. Like it looks like you would set one of these gems on it. At the 15, you pretty much know how this machine works. And then, yes, there is a switch that you need to flip to like make it all happen. And then it should bring this creature to life. Whatever's in this box.
So looking at it, they kind of like two pseudopods stretch out and they put their hands on where their waist should be as they're looking down into this glass and just goes, well, first we need 2 gems. I can't quite remember what kind was mentioned in the book.
Well, maybe it's the ones on the walls over here.
Oh, I'll look over to where
the tables.
It's really high for you, but supposedly on these 2 tables against the wall, there's supposed to be some gems. I imagine that Shiver definitely can see them, and you might have.
Oh yeah, they're up there.
They're up there. They are of various sizes. Shiver, you would note that they seem to have some kind of essence on the inside of them. It's kind of moving and undulating, as if there's been magic, like scried onto the crystal. But other than that, that's kind of all you can see without some additional investigating.
I'm gonna spider climb up onto one of them.
Yeah, you spider climb up there and you see, to absolutely no surprise, Brunhilde, a series of handwritten labels. It sees that the Mad Mage labels everything as part of his trajectory. And in front of each one, can you read common? Did I have you do this last time?
I cannot. Well, you made me roll to see if I could read.
You rolled an intelligence check. Roll an intelligence check to see if you can figure out what he's written on the labels in front of each of the gems.
Alrighty. Character sheet, intelligence. Oh, I'm so good at intelligence.
Great.
I have a -3.
You definitely know he wrote something. What he wrote, you've never seen these words before. They're short and strange.
Huh. Well, there's words up here.
Do they tell us what to do with the gems?
Well, I think you have to slot them into these spots. Judging from are they just like random spots or they're like jigsaw, like odd shapes but perfect?
No, it's like there's like just in front of the prong there seems to be a base, and you would know that like since they're avoiding using magic, they still have to get that energy from somewhere. So more than likely these crystals have some kind of magic energy scried onto them or cast onto them. So they sit on like a platform, like a little base right in front of the prong on each side. So it doesn't necessarily matter maybe which gem it is, but you haven't read the labels yet, so you're not sure.
I'm gonna peel the label from the first one and take it over to the edge and drop it.
Classy, here you go. Can you read that?
Let me see.
Handwriting is just awful.
Go over. Yes, I saw it. I might have to teach him how to write as well.
This way.
And he's gonna.
You look at it and you're pretty sure it says Eenie. Which doesn't make sense. That's not quite a common word. It says Eenie.
Yes. That says Eenie.
Okay, well, how about I drop this crystal and you catch it and put it with the label. And that way we can get all of them.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
And I push the crystal off the edge.
I need you to make a athletics or strength check, maybe a dex check to catch it. There, our dear Classy. Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, you did it!
17.
And there's a moment as the crystal hits, you really think it's just gonna go splat and absolutely destroy Classy, but instead it's kind of just at the last moment absorb. Yeah, it's rather heavy, and as you kind of toss it off to the side, you can see the same thing that Shiver saw from a distance, which is this kind of magic undulating on the inside.
You know, maybe for the next one we should have Shiver pick it up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
I
good
could
call.
just engulf it and then drop it down. It's just like,
Yeah.
use my body as a slip and slide, really.
Oh,
That'd be
that
great.
sounds like fun.
I
Okay,
definitely saw my life flash before my eyes just then. And I don't want to experience that again.
Yeah.
here's the second label. And she's gonna drop the label.
The label, as it hits the ground, you read it, Classy, as you gather yourself from your moment of death, and it says, meanie.
Eeny, meeny. I don't think I've ever seen these scripts before.
Sounds
I know
like
that
someone's
spell.
calling names.
Ah, yes, I am aware of Eeny Meeny. I have
know
heard
that
those
spell,
names
sure.
many times before. The halls of the third plane echoed with the names of Eeny Meeny many times. Yes, people would quake in fear when one said Eeny, and you would hear the echo across the terrapits, a battle of Meeny.
Well, I hope, Barbie, that you can hear the echo of Eeny Meeny many more times.
Ah, yes, I hope one day I hear it echo again. Truly a love song.
Oh, of course you will, sweetie. Don't you worry about that. We'll figure out a way to get you back down to hell.
That is greatly appreciated. Thank you.
You're welcome, dear.
I love these oozes so much. I love these oozes so much. I'm guessing we get a little slide from Shiver, like the perfect, as you kind of push it off, and it slides down much easier. The moment it touches the stone floor, it comes to a like halt. This one, Classy, I'm going to say probably pretty instantly you recognize also has magic on it, but the magic on the inside is different.
Interesting. So Eeny and Meeny have different types of magic in them. What does the next one have?
Well, let's find out. I'm excited now.
It floats down. This one says, Miney.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
Oh!
Jim slides down, and it has a different kind from the first two. These seem to be three different types of magic kind of cast to these gems.
Interesting. Eeny, meeny, miny.
Ready for another?
Yes.
You move
I
over
assume
to
I have
the
to climb to the other one.
We watch you like move with your dragging your tube behind you over to the next table. When you get up here, you can't read what it says. You don't know what it says, but you can identify that each one of these labels is exactly the same word.
Oh. All three of these are the same, don't you know?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can just push down one, because we can just figure out what the rest say from that one.
Sure, yeah, I can do that. Okay.
First one, the label comes down along with the gem. This one says Mo. All three labels on this table say Mo.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, mo, mo.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I don't think it's any language that I'm aware of. It seems to be using the same characters as common.
I've heard people when they were picking over potions and me sitting on shelves say eeny, meeny, miny, mo. It must be a very powerful identification spell.
And how did that work out last time someone used it?
Oh, it worked great for me.
Powerful indeed, then. That's exactly what we want. We want it to work out good for us. Eeny, meeny, miny, and there are only two. And there are only like two.
There are
slots.
There are two slots, 3 gems labeled Mo, and 3 gems. Now, You haven't seen the other 2 crystals, so you don't know if they're different or the same or what.
Oh,
Are they the same or different?
They all have magic cast on them. I imagine you maybe slide them all down to get a better peek at them. Shiver helps you with the slip and slide action. Yeah, the sloosh down to the bottom. What classic make? I don't think you can make an Arcana check, but you can sure make an intelligence check.
Intelligence.
You're a smart cookie. Yeah, a flat 12. You remember this game that one of these wizards you worked for used to play, a matching game, and you realize that on each table there's a match. You just don't know which set you need to choose.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's interesting. So even though the labels are all the same on these set of gems, the magic is still different between these 3, but they have a pair on the other set. So if it's anything like the games I used to play my previous wizard, we might have to match the sets together. But I'm not entirely sure which ones we want.
Okay, so which set has more like significant, powerful magical meaning? Is it Enimo, Minimo, or Minimo?
Oh, I like Mighty Mo. That sounds nice.
The sound of the words Mighty Mo does echo through my bones. Yes, bones.
Let's go with that then.
You're gonna go.
All right.
All right. So you take. I labeled them by color. Before our brilliant labeling system. So you take Miney and Mo, and you work them over, and you set them on these plates, and you see that there is a switch that is going to need to be like pulled. In fact, it is this. Really, it's actually this torch right here on this wall. Is what it is. It's kind of like a fake trigger. It's high up on the wall, and I will need a strength check from whoever wants to pull it.
Shiver, dear, could you get that?
I'd be happy to pull it. I could also hold someone else up to pull it if that'd be preferable. I don't think our physical forms are gonna like gel together like that Smucker's peanut butter jelly thing. But
no, you held me earlier. It was quite nice.
Yeah, okay.
I think I will try to pull these.
That makes sense because you're the one with the casting history.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Shiver, you hold up this skull with Barbie on the inside of it. I need a strength check from you then to pull it.
Okay. I have +2. That's a 6.
There's a great tug. It is of no avail. You do manage to hang on to it. Shiver, you could make a strength check and pull Barbie.
Yeah, I'll help with this.
This lever is obviously wanted to against my demonic strength.
Here, let me help ya. With the pseudopod, I reach up, just maybe engulfing the skull and then just pulling it into me. And as that happens, it pulls.
The whole thing pulls down, and there's a moment. All of those gears begin turning again underneath. Everything begins whirring. The electricity, and it begins to build. You hear this massive moment as the electricity shoots forward down the cables and engulfs this coffin in the middle of the room. A 21. That's pretty strong. For an ooze. To your dismay, the lever does not go back up. It just keeps pumping electricity. You don't know that there's a problem, but Classy, at some point the electricity is supposed to turn off, and it kind of doesn't.
Okay, this is not good. We probably should turn it off. This is when we're meant to start like laughing and saying, "It's alive."
I can do that. I can do it. Ah ha ha! It's alive! Arise, my creature! Like that.
Yeah, kind of like that, but the creature's meant to rise first.
Oh, it's alive!
That was pretty good.
Okay.
It's just that we're doing it out of order because we have to actually make sure it's alive. And I think it's going to kill it before it can come to life. We need to stop the electricity.
Oh, so there's like an off button somewhere.
Can you push the lever back up?
But that would turn it off.
Right.
That's what we want. Yeah.
That's what we want to do.
Okay, all right. And I'll try to turn it off now.
Yeah, you push it back up so it looks like a torch on the wall where it's supposed to be once again, but unfortunately it like falls as if the mechanism may not work or might be a little broken. And the electricity seems to be getting more volatile.
I'm gonna spider
Oh,
climb
no.
up the wall
Mhm.
and look inside. Is there like a piece sticking out that is maybe broken or something?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna need you to make it a. You know what? I'll give you a wits for this one if you prefer to make a wits versus an intelligence check. This is
All right,
like,
I will do that.
is it broken versus do I know it's broken? Okay, a 9. Yes, there is a part broken. You can very clearly see it. It's been ripped from the wall. You don't exactly know how to fix it, but it's broken.
Oh, it's broken. Hang on a second and let me kind of just slip in here real quick and take a look around. And she like oozes into the hole
Yeah.
and kind of wiggles in and looks around and looks to see if it's like mendable or if a piece just straight up broke.
That will definitely need to be an intelligence check because this is machinery. I don't know how much Brewhilda knows about machinery. A 2.
Oh, she's a genius with a 2.
Absolutely.
knows
This
what she's
this can be fixed with a little chewing gum and hey.
Oh,
a bit of hope.
Hand me one of those eyeballs.
Yeah, sure. And I'll just slurp up an eyeball.
And I'm gonna take it
It like
And I'm
swooshes down to you.
drain it?
Yeah.
so that it's just like a raisin, basically, an eyeball raisin.
Uh-huh.
Shoves it in.
You jam it
Okay,
into the
let's do
hole.
it.
Okay, and out you come. The electricity is still going.
I think
Okay,
you
oh, no.
fixed it.
I
I
have
think
an
you
idea.
fixed it.
No,
you
no,
did a
no.
great
Oh,
job
yeah.
there.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
let's
it's
try to put the lever up now.
Right,
Okay.
go ahead.
It seems a bit
Okay.
jammed.
Oh no! Oh no!
It
Wait,
doesn't
wait, I
give
think-
as easily.
I think I know what to do. Hold on. Okay, and he's gonna like take a running start and try like just body check the gem out of the the little slot.
Oh, okay.
Try
I
and
love
knock it
this.
out.
Okay, this is not how this machine is supposed to work. So all this electricity, it's kind of pinging off the walls now in an uncontrollable way. Are you all resistant to electricity?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Great. All right. Let's start by seeing if you actually do this, Classy. I need you to roll. Probably in athletics. In this case, a strength check or dex check because you're jumping maybe and slamming your body into
Oh,
it. I'll give
I
you.
do athletics.
Okay.
I'm better at that.
Okay.
Oh,
At an
okay.
8, your body hits this gem and splats right
Ow.
next to it, and you're now caught in the electricity. Unfortunately,
Help
Classy's
me.
biological makeup is not accounted for in this process, and it causes the machine to continue to malfunction, and electricity blasts out everywhere. I'm gonna get a dex check from everybody but Classy, who's like
boy.
bug on a windshield on this gym right now. Okay, you all pass. Damn. Okay, all of you pass. The whole thing explodes open. Glass goes everywhere. How do all of you like splorsh out of the way of electricity? You're only gonna take partial damage and glass shrapnel.
I shoot up into my bottle.
Barbie just retracts inside of their skull.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's that coffin there that I'm like a step away from, and I'm
Yeah.
just gonna slurp engulf into the coffin and just sit in there with the body.
All right. We'll come back to Shiver because that's perfect. You sloop in. Everybody takes cover as the electricity like bursts outwards. I am going to this lightning. I think. Yes, we'll do it this way. I'm so sorry, y'all, but this is how we're gonna do it. I need to see how much damage it does. Can be right. The spell. Oh, okay. This is so not good. All right. So, Classy, you take the full 25 points of electricity damage. The rest of you only take half of that, so that would be 4. I'm so sorry. 12.
13.
I usually round down.
Oh, you ran down? Okay.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, y'all can take 12. Y'all take 12.
Wow.
But Classy's daft effort, heroic effort, some might say, to budge this gem free. In fact, causes the machine to explode and stop working. You may be a little crispy fried around the edges, but the electricity finally stops. There is no more, and the whole room kind of falls silent. And the camera cuts into the coffin. Cuts into the coffin. You're sitting there. You think the electricity has stopped. You have only taken partial damage on your way into this coffin, but Shiver, there is something else in here with you. Now, usually in a coffin, it's a corpse or a skeleton, and it's kind of like that, but in the darkness, something about your texture and its texture feels, I don't know, like you know it, or it's comforting in some way.
Mom?
Please tell me this is in here, because I would really love to pull this. Okay, there is no response, except for a very, you know what? You've done it now, Josh. There is a very sexy voice. I am not your mother, but I am newly born.
Yeah. What's born?
And some kind of limb reaches up and pushes back the lid, and it bursts open. The rest of you see it. Shiver is like sitting on top of a figure that sits up in the coffin. Now is your time, Classy.
Classy's like twitching still from
Yeah,
she's alive. I can't.
I'll do it for you. It's alive. She's alive. Arise, my abomination, from the pits of slumber, from the cold embrace of death. You shall arise up, and you shall wreak havoc and destruction upon my enemies. So give me upsies.
And he raises 2 more to his
You watch as she crawls out of the coffin. This probably was supposed to be some kind of undead skeleton, but the excessive electricity and the unforeseen circumstance of Shiver's biological makeup in the mix of everything has changed this creature. She is part skeleton and part ooze. She stands there in her full form. Her ooze form kind of, I imagine it's kind of like Hexus from Ferngully. It like sticks to the skeletal form a little bit as she like drips. She's strangely beautiful in like a really scary eat me in my nightmare kind of way. And she kind of looks around with these dense, dark eye holes as she comes over. You asked her to scoop you up, Barbie.
Yeah, she give me upsies.
As she does, some of this black ichor kind of drips off of her, and as it touches you, it turns the skull cold. It freezes it like dry ice, and it smokes away. And she holds you up in her hands.
Yes.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yes, I have achieved a new height. Minion, what shall I call you?
I am a creature without any name, but only a purpose.
And your purpose is what?
To kill all that I come across.
I see. Interesting. You shall now be repurposed. You shall kill only one person. The mad mage who has built this facility has trapped myself and my friends,
points to the others,
in this building against our will, and you was just a mere tool of his purposes. We shall rise up, reclaim this tower, and destroy the mage. Will you join us?
Don't forget organize the books.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. And organize the books according to the Dewey Decimal System that has been put into place for many years that no one really uses. But gosh, it is perfect organization system itself.
Wait, nobody uses it?
No one really uses it anymore. I am really sorry to tell you this.
We're also starting a union.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes, we're also starting a union also.
Yeah.
You want to be in the union, dear?
Many of your words I do not understand, but this mad mage I shall kill for you, my creators.
Did someone say a joke? I didn't get it.
Just tell
No,
me
we
where
are
he
evil
is.
cackling.
Master Skelly Head, tell me, where does he reside, and I shall hunt him until my last undead breath.
Now, hold on. I will hunt him. You will do the killing, but just remember, when you do kill him, you must hold me up in front of you so I can deliver a speech before you deliver the killing blow.
Understood. You shall deliver the killing words.
I could kill them. Wait, no, I can kill them. I'm very powerful and strong. I can
So
totally
what
kill them.
is my purpose, masters?
To organize the books?
Well, no, I mean, what if we just laid a trap for the mage when he got back, and then we can just all just pounce on him at once, and then he'll be dead, and then we can organize the books. We won't be distracted by him anymore, and those adventure-y guys will be like, oh, hey, there's no bad guys in there now. It's just because the mage is dead, so then, it'll just be ours, under new management or something.
That is an excellent idea. Abomination. Oh, no, that is a terrible name. Betty. Yes, Betty. That is your name. Betty.
This is an appropriate moniker for my evil doings.
Betty, you will be part of the trap that when the mad mage comes back from their vacation, you will jump them and help us beat him up, and then we will eliminate him and then take over the tower for our own purposes.
So how do I become a trap?
I believe you. You will go back inside of the coffin, and then when they enter the room, you will bust out and then proceed to beat him up.
Yeah.
Well, we could
She
set
could
the
wait
glass.
a little while before going in. It's gonna be 2 weeks.
That is a good
That
point.
is very true.
And I mean, also, right, like, here's the thing about doing something different in every room is like, you're just giving them a chance to anticipate something in every new room that you go in. You should really just hit them all at once, right? Like everything in one fell swoop and just shock and awe sort of strategy.
So maybe we send everybody into this room.
And also maybe think about this.
Oh, no.
Maybe the
Oh,
mage
sorry.
will be really thirsty after their vacation. So we can write a sign that says, water over here, and we use that to lure them over. I think they call this a thirst trap. And we can use that to capture the mage in just one spot while they're busy enjoying their drinks. And we all just hop out and get
I
them
have
a good
never
talking
heard
to.
of such traps. A thirst
Well,
trap?
Yes,
I
you
think
will
you'd
be
really
a
good at
thirst
it.
trap.
I think you'd be really good at it, Betty.
I will live my second life fuller than my first. I shall be the greatest thirst trap.
Oh, that's the spirit, dear. You tell them.
So where do I begin my thirsty trappings?
What about up one level in the room with all the chairs? That way everybody can wait in a nice, comfortable area for the mage to come back.
And we can have our union meetings there too.
Right, yeah.
Wonderful. I shall ascend the stairs to the next floor and take my place as the greatest thirst trap in history.
Atta girl Betty.
She turns and leaves behind these kind of bloody, gooey footprints. I did manage to find... So she's technically based on The Blood Zombie by Kobold Press, though she doesn't actually look as disgusting as this image right here. She looks way cooler and thirsty.
I don't know. That's pretty hot.
I
mean-
think that is a total babe.
There
Honestly,
she is.
That's a thirst trap if I've ever seen one.
That is the biggest thirst trap
This is a
ever.
blood zombie. And so this
Well,
blood
she got
zombie...
curves.
Yeah, she shambles away and up the stairs, and you hear her as her footsteps come to a resounding halt on the floor above you. You don't know what she's doing, but she's there.
I have concern, and I feel like I should express it to you all since you're my friends.
Please
Oh,
do.
go ahead. Yes, this is a safe space.
Did that mad mage decide to make a girlfriend?
See, I wasn't going to say it. I was going to wait until after she left the room to bring it up, but I really feel like that is what he was trying to do.
I'm a little concerned.
That's
I'm a little
very
concerned.
sad.
Well, I don't think we know this guy very well, nor can we really make assumptions about his motives. It seems like if he was going to go on a vacation, he would want to bring in significant others, and so I think the fact that they've been left here probably indicates that he's not as interested in that particular endeavor.
Or maybe he just thinks she'll nag him on vacation.
Is that a thing that people do?
Oh yeah, I used to nag my ex Elixir all the time.
About what?
Cleaning the bottles. He never cleaned and when he did try to clean the bottles, he put them in the bottle cleaner wrong. So I had to unload it and then reload it so everything was in the right way.
I had to get upset about with my partner because they kept leaving the lid open.
Right?
Oh, I understand that fully. One of my 45 concubines, back when I was in my true demonic form, they would always leave the toilet paper rolled over, not under. It makes more sense with the roll going under than over.
Wait a minute. You mean you don't like the paper going over the top?
Oh no, I like it going under.
You are a monster.
Indeed I am.
Yeah. I will never doubt your evilness from this day forward, Barbie.
Thank you very much. Wait, it was in question. My evilness was in question.
A little bit.
No, I just figured that maybe there was someday that I was going to wonder, because, you always wonder when somebody's really good at something, if there's an aspect of it that they're not good at.
Oh, I am very evil, believe me.
You are,
I
yeah.
am, yes.
The toilet paper thing seals it.
There's many others, but that is one of my many evil traits.
Well, I look forward to witnessing them. So shall we go on to the next floor and see if Louis found him yet?
You might find more friends that could join our union as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Continue to the stairs.
All right, we're gonna move over to another map. Let me turn off dynamic lighting because y'all are oozes and don't need it. All right, as you descend this flight of stairs, leaving the new creature that you made to stand and wait for the Mad Mage to come back. And having destroyed his life creation machine, for the record, another destruction in your in your trail, you come down the stairs and you are met with your first kind of hallway. This is not stone floor; it's wooden floor. It's a little bit more finished, but you can hear the sound, at least on the other sides of these stone walls, of the clashing of steel and the roaring of Louis and the voices of other creatures, possibly these adventurers. You're not entirely sure. They seem to be in combat, but from what you can tell, there is no door. And I'm going to bring us over so I can actually ping it. So all of you came down here in the upper left one. And you can see there's this strange platform, but there's no door.
Coming to a dead end.
Should we step onto the platform? There's others that look like it down there.
Well,
you don't see those. This is a wall.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. It is just this little room right here.
Got it.
I imagine that whatever the solution to move forward is very simple because Louis did it. And if I remember anything about Louis, is that he's always very much a pragmatic, path of least resistance kind of owl
Very
bear. So
sweet, not that bright.
Class is gonna walk over to just this wall and just look up at it and go, "Open, please."
There is no response from the wall.
What are the things sticking out from the wall? Are those just wood posts?
They are. As you take a closer look, they seem to be like some kind of levers or buttons. There are 4 of them.
Ah.
Oh, hey, more levers.
Oh.
Yeah. That doesn't make any sense to me. What would they manipulate?
I mean, there's only one way to
Maybe
find
the
out.
wall?
Maybe. Okay, let's try it.
Maybe when Louis was running past, he bumped one of them with his booty, and it activated and opened the wall for him.
Yeah, see if there's any feathers on them.
Oh, yeah,
was
that's a
just
good
gonna say,
idea.
yeah.
In fact, Brühilde's astute observation is, in fact, Louis's booty did bump one of them as he came through. You can see one of the 4 buttons is like kind of pushed in. The platform at the end doesn't seem to be like lit up in any way, but it does seem like it can be activated. But this button has been pressed, and there's a little Louis feather stuck to it. Must have plucked it from his hiney.
Oh, we got a feather.
Press it again.
Yeah, you press it, it comes out and like resets. And as it does, all of you kind of hear stuff resetting under the floor underneath you, as if there's some kind of mechanism or magical creation here. But nothing happens right away. The buttons just it resets to like the same distance out from the wall as the other one, as if you've gone back to 0, if you would.
Did that panel light up?
It did not when you reset the button. But it does look like you can press it again.
Perhaps we should press the button again. Maybe.
Oh, I think it's a good idea. Yeah. Okay.
And I'll press it again.
You press the same one. This time, it does. And kind of light comes from underneath it, showing that there's a pattern and a rune kind of on the top of it. But it does light up this platform.
Yo, well, should we get on the platform then?
Oh, I think so, yeah.
We'll have to try.
Okay.
So, purpose, yes.
All of you sloop together because you can and get on the platform. And as you do, you feel strange tingling in your oozy forms as you are like, bloop, bloop, and you are dropped. Woo, yeah, exactly. It's almost like an instantaneous shiver. It's not very cold to you, but for the rest of you, it's a bit chilly as you are reformed. And you are reformed in this room. The space is much larger, and you're all kind of slorped right in the middle of combat. There are 3 figures that are currently fighting Louis, and he is not looking very good at all.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Hey, stop attacking our union member.
Excuse me. Please stop attacking our friend.
You see in this room, along with our dear owlbear friend, is these are the adventurers made up by chat themselves. I gotta get to it. Why are you this way? Try that again. There is a female lizard folk who is in a robe and a stylish wizard's hat. There is a what is this guy? He is a yes, of course, a large bear. Stands in the middle of this room, kind of a grizzly bear folk, swinging a large weapon, kind of hacking away in combat. And then a very small figure dressed and clad in all black, probably a gnome of some kind if you've interacted with them before as an ooze. They are kind of sneaking about, and they look like they're trying to get behind him to stab him without him knowing. And they are in this kind of combat. Their blood has spilled out everywhere. You can definitely taste it in the air, the iron in the air, Brühilde. And the small one goes, hey! Look, it's oozes! It's another trap!
I immediately shift to look like a supreme healing potion and just kind of drop away from the group and roll across the floor.
Hey, excuse me. Is this what people call union busting? Because that's not very ethical, and I would like that to stop immediately.
From the camera, we see this small ink glob go because there's no words at all, that come out.
Yeah.
And Dirk goes, "Ew, it's gross!" And we'll take a stab at you. I'm gonna add everybody to initiative that would like to fight.
Oh yeah, I think after getting stabbed at, I probably would try to fight. I rolled a 0.
Y'all, this is hilarious.
Yeah, let me see.
I don't know if would it be fighting laying there as bait?
Ooh, oh yeah, because you're trying to come.
Because it's going to go on their initiative, not my
I
own.
guess that's true. What is it like a special ability that you're using for this, or is it just you being like playing dead kind of a thing?
No, it's I did imitated liquid, so I take on the properties of a potion, in this case, supreme healing potion.
Okay. And you did bring your bottle from earlier.
Yep. And
Great.
that's it. Yeah.
So what I'll do for this, because it's kind of weird, is actually put you at the top of this group's initiative round, because your choice was to do the thing. So
yeah.
All right, everybody else. We got a 9, which means it is Shiver, bless, followed by Barbie, and then last but certainly not is our Ink Guardian. Classy. Okay. They were already in combat. Brunhilde went. He's going to take a stab. I guess. What has he got? Yeah, he's got a short sword in his dagger. He's gonna take his dagger and try to get a attack on our poor Ink Guardian who was speaking to him. He won't get sneak attack though. A 24.
Absolutely.
For piercing, as he brings this tiny dagger down through you, and you can feel the pain. Oh, are you resistant to piercing damage? I bet you are.
Just slashing.
Just
not
slashing.
piercing. Yeah.
I mean, I guess a dagger. No, it does piercing. Piercing damage. And so he does all 4 points of damage, and all of you see him jam his dagger through the middle of Classy.
Ow.
It now becomes Shiver's turn.
Yeah, so I think my compatriots can deal with this little nuisance, and they say that you should never leave your friends out to dry. So I'm gonna move towards let's say the bear-looking fella,
Okay,
and
the big
I'll
one.
go. Yeah, I'm gonna go and just try to slurp right up to him if he's within 30 feet of me and engulf him.
He is within 30 feet of you. Biff, the bear barbarian. That's a lot.
Bear bar.
Yeah, bear bar is like smashing into Louis, and you slurp up behind him and engulf him. Does he get any kind of save?
He needs to make a dexterity saving throw. I put the ability there in chat,
okay.
but
Moves up to speed. Successful save the creature. Okay, all right. Let's This is not Biff's strongest. Let's see if he biffs it.
Yeah.
Dexterity. Well, 14.
My DC is 15, so
Oh,
I'm
he
gonna
biffs
just gobble him right up.
Oh my gosh. You engulf him, and you hear his kind of bear-like cry, like no, ring out, and then it goes, ooh, and almost becomes silenced as Shiver engulfs him. They enter the creature space, takes 10. Roll the damage for that. 3d6.
Just rolled 12 cold damage. And I would like for the eyes in my body that I've got, the vinegar eyes, I want them to kind of surround the bear's face, and like I'm gonna just twirl him around as if he's being watched by like 700 eyeballs.
He's like, woo, woo. He is very. You watch as like the cold almost. He's not a cold bear, right? He's not a polar bear. It like begins to eat away at him on the inside, and he's beginning to panic. Y'all, he's not doing great. These are just first level adventurers, by the way.
By the way,
no.
the person who stabbed me, they actually get splashback as they stab me and take 1d8 points of damage.
Oh my
from
god,
me.
roll up Dirk's damage.
That is 8 points of max damage, 8 points of acid damage. I'm like, ow! And you see a
Oh my
splatter
God.
of Classy end up on there. on their arm.
Oh
Probably.
no! He's like, oh, it hurts. As his armor's like, and it's like eating away. He's not doing great. It splashes all over his face, all over his body. He hits the ground in prone position, along with this bear that is like, ooh, but you can't really hear him. They are very close to death, so close to death. Well, Barbie, it is your turn. You see that Dirk is laid out on the ground. Biff has been consumed by Shiver. And
is that gnome there?
That is Dirk. There is the lizard folk wizard that has not been harmed.
Okay. I'm going to look over at that lizard folk wizard and slurp my way over.
Ah, yes, I see a mage. Of course. I shall defeat this mage. We practice for the mad mage themselves.
And he goes to attack this
Okay.
this lizard folk.
Yeah, Isabella, the lizard wizard, Izzy, is definitely beats their 13 armor class.
Okay, so I deal 1d6 bludgeoning damage. So 1d6 plus 2 bludgeoning damage. So that's 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And on top of that, I deal an extra d6 fire damage.
Holy. Okay. Okay. They are down to a single hit point. They light on fire, and this lizard is now like, ah, ah! She's like screaming. Louis is like prone on the ground. He's very, very injured. And he's bleeding out.
Oh, Louis.
I know. I mean, they're adventurers, right? Classy. It becomes your turn. This Biff is on the ground next to you, being consumed by your backsplash, and you can see Izzy's on fire, and Biff has been consumed.
Now, I've read many things about union busting, and despite people, obviously mostly people in power saying we should rebel peacefully, sometimes we have to make some ruckus. So I'm very sorry for what I'm about to do to you, my friend, but we can't let you stop us from organizing. And I'm gonna just lash out. As I'm talking, like I grow one size larger, so I'm small now. And I whip out a pseudopod to strike them.
Okay, go ahead and strike Dirk, this little gnome rogue.
19.
That is such a hit.
Nice.
So that is 7 points of damage.
Okay. Would you like to describe how you put Dirk out of their misery?
I think I like whip my pseudopod out and kind of wraps around. Probably like I think it's more the pain than anything that takes him out, less than like any actual damage. But like he wraps around a hand that had a dagger in it and just like starts eating away at it. And the whole time, Classy's still talking. You see, if we don't create a union, though, our employers will just keep taking advantage of us, and we can't let that happen. We're the labor force. We have the power, so we have to make sure that we use that power. And he just keeps talking.
And this guy's just like his body is slowly just like acidically being consumed, and eventually his screams stop, and his body goes poof, limp. He drops the dagger he was holding. You can see he's got a bow on their back, and I don't know, the slap of this pseudopod, which I imagine just was like hard, knocks a bunch of stuff out of the pockets of this gnome. You all hear like gold clatter about, bottles clatter about, and yeah, it seems they've been stealing from the Mad Mage, maybe while they've been here. It is
scrolls of books.
Yeah.
I mean,
I messed something up.
Oh.
I turned it into a random potion, not one of my choosing.
Oh. Well, would you like to take an action then? Or do you want to see if... I would say maybe one of the things that rolls out of his pocket is a potion, if you would prefer to do that.
Yeah, I'll take the potion. And, what color is it?
Oh, I don't know. Green, because it's a health potion.
Okay, we'll give it to, Louis.
Oh, okay,
my
like a
God,
real
we're
health.
reading the
Oh,
movie.
you splorch over, and this one says real health potion on it. And somebody else is writing because everything in this world's labeled. And you go over and you begin kind of helping Louis out.
Okay, sweetheart, here you go. Big sips now. Big sips. You can do it.
Oh,
I
okay.
know.
It helps him a little bit, and you see his eyes like flutter open a little bit. He goes, "Oh boy, that didn't go as planned at all, guys."
No, it's okay, dear. You just stay there. We're taking care of it, okay?
And he kind of rolls over on his back with his owl bear paws in the air. As we're not out of combat. Well done, Classy.
So there's something I forgot about my ability.
Okay.
So when I make an attack with someone, not only do they deal extra fire damage, they're
right.
also grappled automatically.
Oh.
And
So,
a creature that is grappled by me has to make a con save.
Oh, okay. So Izzy needs to make a quick con save here.
Yes.
14?
14, it beats my con save, but it only takes half of what is about to happen. It deals, I roll 3d6,
Okay.
and that is my life drain.
God. Okay.
Ooh.
All right, go ahead and roll up the 3d6 because this is pretty much going to be it for Izzy. Yeah.
So it's dealt 5 points of life drain as I eat up 5 points of its HP.
Nice. So you take 5 points of Izzy's HP as she turns into a burning Capri Sun and kind of flops to the ground. Her wizard robes, these beautiful wizard robes, probably brand new for this adventure, go up in flames. Well, it is Biff's turn. Biff sees his whole party slaughtered by oozes that just came out of freaking nowhere. Came out of nowhere.
He's engulfed by me right now, which means he's restrained, can't breathe, and takes damage at the start of his turn.
Can he break free?
He can make a strength check, but I think he takes the damage first.
I think he does too. Go ahead and roll his damage. He's probably not going to be able to. Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
Holy
Dang.
balls.
Oh.
Tell us how Biff goes out as he watches his friends die.
So he's like maybe seeing them die, is like panicking a little bit and like freezes his like joints and muscles and whole body just like turns to ice in this state of panic as he kind of looks like Han Solo frozen in carbonite, but like I'm the carbonite. And then I'm just gonna scooch forward and leave him just lying face down. And it's very important as this happens. I go, nobody touch him. He's gonna come back in about a week, and it's gonna be really funny.
Yeah, you lay him face down, this bear in carbonite, up kind of against the floor, and all combat ceases. That was so fast. Y'all killed them so fast. And you can see there's the still burning corpse. A humanoid slain 1 week later as a glacial corruptor. Oh man. Okay. The
Oh my
process begins. He's gonna come back in a week's time.
We've got a new member for the union.
Oh, yay!
We converted one of the Union Busters. I mean,
Excellent.
I'm glad we could talk some sense into one of them.
Are any of them in a state that they could be fed off of? Like
for
not
blood,
sure.
yes.
Yeah.
The only one would probably be Dirk. The gnome, there's a lot of acid damage done to his physical form, but he's bleeding, so you could still feed on his.
Oh, I'm
you know,
staying
what's
away
up.
if there's acid.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That unfortunately, isn't that what the damage you did, Classy, was acid damage? Yeah. His body's
Yeah,
all like.
stay away from that.
Now that being said,
Well, that's not good.
there's blood on their weapons. There's blood on
Okay,
their stuff.
I'll go lick weapons.
Yeah, you hear the sound of an ooze licking the blood off the end of this short blade that had been used. And you can roll to heal yourself just a little bit.
Every time I have rolled this healing, I've rolled a 6.
6. It's
Oh
pretty
my
awesome.
gosh.
I love it.
Yeah, this is definitely an OSHA violation waiting to happen. Somebody needs to keep this wizard in check. Now, all of you stand in this room, bodies kind of strewn out everywhere. Our carbonated bear folk kind of leans against a wall. Now that you can take the rest of the room in, you see that more than likely Louis did press the button, came running through, and it dropped him in this room where the adventurers already were. And you can see there are 4 platforms similar to the one that you all stepped on, or splurged onto, and then there's this big one here in the back, though you don't know what it does. In addition, there are 4 more of these buttons against the back wall. There is no door.
This seems like it'll be a similar mechanism as the last room. I guess we have to figure out which platform we want to step on.
Oh, I think maybe we push one of the buttons and step on the one that glows.
How's Louis doing?
Oh.
Louis, are you okay?
Oh, yeah, it's okay. I'll be fine. Just, they just beat me and stabbed me.
Oh, Louis, dear, you got a potion, though. That helped a little.
Yeah, it feels better.
Maybe we should go through the rest of their belongings and see if we can find any more for him.
Yeah, take their stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Louis, you did great. Thank you for keeping the union buses at bay until we came down. We have a new member of the union. Her name's Betty. She was born maybe 10 minutes ago.
Oh, that's a lovely name.
Yes, Barbie.
Well, she's
sorted
lovely.
it.
You're gonna adore her.
Yeah. Do I look too bad? I don't really want to introduce myself to new people looking like I got my butt kicked.
Well,
Hold on.
let's see if we can find a potion that'll kind of close up that wound in your abdomen that your intestines are sticking out of.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, let's see what we can find.
Okay. And he moans again. Now everything that was on Izzy is crispy fried. Her wizard book has been burnt up. There's not a whole lot other than metal items that would still be available on Izzy. The stuff that was on Biff is frozen to Biff in his carbonated state, so there's not much there. Dirk, on the other hand, as the thief, spilled out all kinds of stuff. You picked up 1 potion. You can maybe sift through his pockets or see if you can find some other stuff. But there's a lot of gold laid about. Their weapons are kind of here and there. Yeah.
I'm gonna look for another potion.
I'm gonna have you roll a D100, and you have to call high or low before you do it.
Let's go high.
Okay, high it is. Low it was. There is no health potion, but there is a potion. This one is unlabeled.
I'm gonna feed it to him.
Yeah.
Yo.
Okay, dear, I don't know what this does, but you drink it down.
Okay. Oh my, it tastes so... What does it do? I want to do something ridiculous. I need to find the right potion. What is this? Yeah, it's a red liquid. You feed it to him. It doesn't look to heal the wounds like the last one did. He goes, oh, my belly. And you can hear it like as it works its magic. And he goes, I don't know. I feel better. And he kind of goes to stand up. And as he does, his body begins to slurp, much like yours, through the, like stone cracks and crevices. He goes, oh no. Oh, this is not good.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Are you a jelly too now?
I
Welcome
don't
to
know.
the club.
And he's kind of like puddling outwards a little bit. Not in its entirety. It's a little bit more kind of like an elastic vibe than it is like an ooze vibe. But he's more malleable than he once was.
Okay, just think solid thoughts. That's gonna help you. It's what I do.
Solid. Yeah, okay. I can't think of anything solid. I don't
Rocks
feel well under pressure.
or like doors or like
Bones of your enemies.
Oh yes, okay. Oh yes, okay. Door. And he kind of forms up a little bit, but you can see his body has become this kind of rubber band like consistency. You don't know how long it'll last, but between him being so injured and now in this state of malleability, it's like a baby giraffe trying to walk about.
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, Louis, most potions last about an hour. So we're gonna hope that's the most this lasts. And you just stay here and you relax.
Oh.
I know, dear. I know. Oh, there. And this like little pseudopod sticks out and pats the top of his head.
Yeah, he does the Space Jam arm reach and pulls the charred lizard folk closer, and begins begins slowly
yes,
nibbling.
You get some comfort food in you.
Oh,
That's good.
Yeah, it's a little
Don't ruin
overdone.
your appetite. I think we're gonna have I think we should have a little dinner party with the union members we make along the way.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Fantastic
But with
idea.
no
Snack as
traps
much as
this
you want.
time.
Yes, no traps.
Yes.
Great.
But how do we get out?
We're gonna figure that out, dear. You rest.
That's the first order of business in our union meeting. Meet us back 2 floors up, or 1 floor, 2 floors up.
Okay.
In a couple of hours, once we finish making sure that everything that those adventurer guys messed up is taken care of.
Okay, yeah.
So
For
just
now,
rest up here.
I'm gonna eat this charred lizard. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you enjoy
Yeah,
that.
dear.
It's
You do that.
nice and
Yes.
crispy.
And he
I cooked
lays.
it just for you.
He lays there on his side, in a fully defeated, depressed, and malleable state, and munches his tongue a little longer than usual, and just kind of munches on this charred lizard folk.
I tell you what, dear. I've been told I'm very tasty, so we're just gonna do this. And she drags along the side of the lizard folk's face
Oh,
and
yes.
leaves a trail
Like a
of
sauce.
ooze.
The face is charred and
no.
right from where they were screaming when they died, and there's just a little and this long, unnaturally long tongue kind of laps out as he goes, yeah, okay, that's tasty. Yeah, okay.
Right? I'm an original recipe.
So now the question is, how do you get out? And he kind of lays there, and everyone's doing him go, oh.
All right, I'm gonna go over and push the first button, and we'll see which sphere here, portal thingy lights up, and then we'll try going on that.
That sounds good. to
Oh,
me.
perfect.
That's a fantastic
Which-
idea.
Button do you press?
The one on the far left.
This one here.
Yes.
All right. You step over and you press this button. And you see that it is this platform here
Okay.
that lights up.
Okay, everybody ready?
Ready as we'll ever be.
Indeed.
Oh, this is so exciting! All right.
Here we go.
The sound of Louis crunching is all you hear as you zoop, zoop, once again, kind of that cold feel of you breaking down and being regenerated in a new location. And all of you find yourself standing on a similar platform, but it is on a very small, 10 by 10, maybe 5 by 10 platform that floats in the emptiness of space. Below you is emptiness of nothing.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
Oh. Okay. Well. Are there any buttons? There's no buttons.
There are no buttons.
Okay. Well, let's
Now,
see.
you can see there is this path over here to your left that leads up to something over here. You're not quite sure. There's a similar one. You can kind of see these three are all in an open, empty, almost space.
Okay.
So, here's a question: is that wall that's round the edge of the room? Is that wall able to connect to that other pathway? If I spider climbed across that wall, can I get to the other side?
Yes.
That's what I'm gonna do. He sees that little platform. He's like, perhaps we need to get to that one. And he spider climbs up along the wall.
Yeah.
And then ends up on the middle platform.
Yeah, you kind of spider climb around and you all watch and you end up kind of down here, matching floor, but you can see the sides drop off into that empty space. And there is a very, very large, much larger than the other platform, with a rune in it that you have not seen before, as well as this little platform here.
And are those 2 buttons on the sides?
Those are 2 buttons on the side.
Okay, I would like to press one of the buttons.
Which button?
The one on the
The right.
The one on the right. You
Yeah.
kind of splorsh in the button on the right, and you watch as this platform lights up.
Oh, where does that one go?
I don't know, but I will go see where it goes. And he just slurps over to that platform to see where it goes.
You slurp over, and as you step onto it, it puts you at this one here. Now, you feel like you've seen this place before, but everything is backwards, and you realize that it is the down stairwell.
How do I hello? If you can hear me, I found the stairwell down.
Everybody can make a perception check that's not Barbie. And I'm gonna put y'all actually on the map so you can see where your bodies are at.
Did it roll?
It did. It looks like we got a 11, an 11, and a 12. There's a moment where you're standing in the emptiness emptiness of space, and you think you hear something, but you're not exactly sure what it is.
Well, golly.
So, where do you think Barbie went?
Well, I'm betting back to that first room.
Yeah, sure, that would make sense. It seems like this is like a bit of a puzzle here, and I don't know how to solve it.
I'm rubbish at puzzles.
Can any of you other ones climb along the wall? That's not an ability that I have. I'm a little bit too big for that.
Yeah, sure.
You want to go ahead?
I can't climb on walls.
Oh, you can't? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and give it a shot.
Are you headed to this lower southern platform, or are you headed back up to the buttons?
To the buttons.
Okay. You wall climb down and around and make it over here towards the buttons. You press the left or the right one?
Well, let's see. He pushed the right one. Should I check what the left one does?
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense, because if Barbie found a way out, I'm sure they'd come back and tell us.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I found a way out. I cannot find anyone, but I'm just going to keep talking. Hopefully you'll hear me.
I'm sure that if they knew where the way out was, they would tell us. So I think you should try the other one.
Okay. I push the left
You
button.
click the left button, and the large platform, this purple platform with this rune, lights up. And in this kind of spacious, literally space area, it becomes this beautiful array of blue and purples. But the whole space lights up. So this becomes the platform that lights up for you.
Oh, hey. I'm going to try
That's
this one
pretty.
now.
Yeah, check it out.
Okay.
And I step onto that platform.
You step onto the platform, and you all watch as Brunhilde is gone. Brunhilde, you find yourself standing in the middle of a new space.
Oh.
No!
Oh, shucks.
Hmm.
Oh, dear. Oh, no.
And there's no buttons, are there?
In this room? No. Now you do see a few things. There are statues all along the one half of the wall of what look to be like petrified adventurers of the past.
Okay.
And then there's a flight of stairs left and right. You could go up a flight of stairs if you wanted to, or go down a flight of stairs.
Oh, hey, let's go up.
Okay, you take the stairs up, and as you do, you come into this room here, this bluish room.
Okay.
I believe that's right. Yes, correct. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I had to get my which floor is which floor.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, which floor is which floor? You come into this room and you hear the faint sound of Barbie yelling.
Hello?
Oh.
Can anyone hear me?
Hey, Barbie. Can you hear me?
Oh, is that you, Brunhilde? Is that
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Her
Oh,
voice
yeah.
comes from a floor down.
Where are you? I wasn't panicking because I was alone and scared or anything.
Oh, no. No, of course not, dear. You're big and scary yourself. I wouldn't imagine it for a moment.
Oh yes, indeed I am. But are you with the others down? You know what? I will come down to you.
Okay.
You come
Oh,
down.
am I down?
Yeah, you're actually down, and you see as he comes down, which is very confusing because you're like, well, what happened? The floor below. So it's clearly this thing delivers you all over the place in this tower. But the two of you meet at this floor, and you can hear machines whirling once again, and mechanics and things happening in this room. You're not exactly sure what they do. The camera cuts back to empty space. Shiver and Classy are sitting on now by just yourselves. Neither of them have returned.
So, I spy with my little eye something gray.
Is it the wall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Now's
your
a bad
turn.
time. I spy with my little eye something gray.
Is it the stone wall?
Yeah.
Nice. Hey, that was a good one. Okay. I spy with my little eye something gray.
You dare.
Is it the wall?
Yeah.
Hey, do you think the other's gonna get back anytime soon?
You know, I'm sure they're trying to figure it out, and I think the best thing that we could do is stay put here since we don't have any ability to climb along the wall.
Yeah. I don't think I'd want to fall down there and just
But
looks over the edge.
they know where we are, and so they can get back to us. I'm sure of it.
Okay, I'm gonna be forthright with you, Brewhilds.
Sure.
I don't know where I ended up, and I'm not sure where they're at. I wound up in a room that was the opposite of the first room we found.
Oh, okay. Wait, was there buttons in it?
Yes, there were
We should
buttons.
go push the buttons.
Let's go push the buttons.
Let's go push the buttons.
These two tiny oozes slurp back up the stairs to find, in fact, there are 4 buttons for you to press.
Okay.
There.
So you push one and go through it,
Okay.
and then I'll push one and go through it.
Okay, I will push this one right here.
You push
And then go.
and go through it. You push it, and it lights up. You walk through, and you end up on this platform.
Oh, hey!
Oh, I should have paid attention to which one he pushed.
Which one do you push, Brühild?
I guess I push the top left one.
Okay, you press the top left one. It lights up. You step on it, and it delivers you here.
Oh, hey guys!
Oh, hey!
Oh, hello!
Oh!
Wait,
Oh, hey! You're over there now. Isn't that fun?
Wait,
Hey,
how did you
Bobby.
get over there?
Well, I pushed the button on the left, and it teleported me into a room full of dead people. And
Oh.
then I went up a floor, and then Barbie found me. And then we came up another floor, and we were in a room that looked just like the first room with the buttons. And we pushed buttons, and then we were here. So I think we go back, and we push more buttons. And we come back until we find a button that activates the platform you're on and brings you back to the main room. And then we push another button to figure out which one activates the portal to the middle one, because that'll take us where we need to go.
full transparency, I am not sure how we will be able to accomplish this because I feel like there's probably a large amount of math that needs to be involved with this.
Oh, there's so many buttons.
I'm not
So,
good at maths. I'm more of the literature type.
I guess while you do that, we've been playing a game over here. Do you want to join while you're in the room?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
I love
yeah.
games.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. It's my turn, Classy. So
Yeah.
I spy with my little eye something gray.
Oh.
Is it the floor?
No.
Oh.
Is it the ceiling?
Wow. I didn't realize those things were gray.
Neither did I. Huh.
Well, what else could it be?
I
thought it
don't
was the
know.
wall.
Oh, that's what it was. It was the wall.
Oh, all right.
I would have
all
not
right.
figured. I would have not have figured that out, to be honest.
Sure. No, that's a tricky one.
Thanks.
Hide a tree in the forest. Am I right?
Oh yeah.
Civ is really good at this game.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go push a button.
All right.
I'm gonna put
Yes.
one on the right since
Okay.
that took you to the room we needed to be.
Yep,
in.
and it does. It takes you back to here.
I'm gonna push the button on the top right.
Okay, you press the button on the top right and it delivers you here.
Oh, hey, that's the button you pushed.
Oh yes, that was the button I pushed.
Okay, now we need to push the other ones. Don't push the one on the left next to the one you pushed.
You
Don't push the
wall,
one,
you
don't.
you spider climb and slurp back around. Do you go with Barbie?
Yeah. We'll
and
go
then-
together, and then I'll let him push one of the buttons, and I'll push the last one.
I'm gonna push the because I pushed the top right.
Right.
You push top left.
Yes.
I will push bottom right this time.
Bottom right it is. And you press the bottom right. This lights, or I'm so sorry. You press the bottom right. This lights up. And so does the platform in front of Shiver and Classy.
Oh.
They figured it out.
I think they did. Let's step on it before they come here again.
Yeah.
I think we should step on it pretty soon. Let's hurry up and step on this before anything bad happens.
I want to.
This one. I'll go on the next
I
one.
want a dex roll from everybody to see who beats who in the stepping on the platform.
Oh my god, if I beat you all the two, oh thank goodness.
Oh my gosh.
13.
Dex check.
Dexterity. Okay. I'm dying, y'all. This is too good. Okay, so we got a 1, a 2, a 13, and a 7. All right. So at a 1, you're going to go last, which means you do eventually make it back here. At a 2, for Wally and Barbie, you'll also go last, but just before... Actually, okay, this is how this goes down. This is ridiculous. First
So
through
ridiculous.
is no. This I had to think this through. First through is the Ink Guardian. You make it. You make it through to the other side. I believe this is you here. At the 7, Brunhilde, you don't make it through before the Ooze Guardian comes through, and he kind of smashes into you. You catch him. Next up is going to be, this is where things get weird. This is where Barbie takes a step through first and comes through to the other side, smashing into our dear Shiver, locking the two of you here.
Oh, hey there. I didn't see ya.
I did. Oh, I thought. Oh, so this is where it. Oh. Okay.
You solved the puzzle.
Yes, but poor timing.
I
Is
hit the
what
button
happened.
again.
Okay,
It lights
let's-
up.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
Okay.
Eventually, the two of you step through and make it to the other side. You see Brunhilde standing next to the button, and eventually the pad goes quiet.
Oh, hey, we did it, gang.
Yeah. That's going to be trouble getting back up from.
I feel like this is a bit of a code violation having all of this pads here.
Honestly, terrible if there's an emergency in the tower and we need to get out quickly. It's honestly
Yeah.
very awful.
Why
We
did
should
you
address
start a
this at our
fire?
next union meeting as to how confusing it is. It's not very conducive to making a quick exit.
If there was a fire, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, I'd be fine. The rest of
Probably
you
fine,
would probably
yes.
die, yes.
Do you take the stairs?
Yeah, let's get going.
Take the stairs down.
No, let's push the button again. Yes.
There's one we haven't tried. The four of you make your way down the stairs and end up in the next room. Now, this room is a little different. It's significantly more mechanical than anything you've seen. There's a large like ditch or kind of built in a circle around the room. You can see that there are these two gears on either side that maybe travel through this thing. You're not exactly sure how. Then there's an interior one as well, which you can see there are no walls. And sitting smack dab in the middle of the room is a giant, beautiful glass ball.
Oh, I want to touch that.
This is clearly this is a violation of the mouse classification system, because the crystal ball is one of the things you put on the top of your tower. It's one of the most important things that any spellcaster might have, the most expensive as well. Judging by the look of it, it looks like actual crystal, so not just glass like most people use. This is meant to be at the top of the tower, and if they followed this classification system, it would be safe. You know what? I try not to say awful things about people, but this mad mage they suck. I said it. They suck.
Yeah, I would call him a real hoser.
Oh my goodness! You'd go that far.
That is quite the word to use to describe. I wasn't. Oh, that is a very hurtful word.
I would not invite him to a party.
I wouldn't. I mean, I already have my opinion of them is set in stone. That I will kill them and bleach their bones with acid. He shakes the keys again in rage.
Is it set in brimstone?
Oh yes, it is set in brimstone. Yes,
Good one. That was a good one.
Oh, thank you.
That was quite funny, actually. Yes.
As your evil laughs ring out, you hear a fifth voice.
Hello?
Who's there?
You look around and you don't see anybody. Does anybody have a passive perception over 12? No. Yeah, y'all don't know where that voice is coming from, but it meets you in your evil laughter.
Wow.
Hey, we're starting a union.
Yeah, are you interested?
Hello?
Release me from my slumber. Release me. Free me.
Do you talk in your sleep too?
Well, let's see.
I'm going to. Oh wait, are these levers on the side?
4 levers.
Yeah. There are actually 8 levers in this room.
No, 10. There's 2 in the middle.
Oh, you're right. Yes, correct.
Okay, let's pull some levers, gang.
Do you just begin pulling them, or do you pull a
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
One at a time, and the levers, and every lever begins to turn on a mechanism in this room. A gear turns here, a gear turns there, and the whole room becomes this sound, this mechanical sound of whirling and gears clunking up next to one another. And as it does, you see the crystal ball on this pedestal in the middle begins to turn in the opposite direction of all of the mechanics in the room. And you hear the voice once again. No, you fools, no, no!
Oh, well, you're gonna have to be more specific.
Yeah, you're not really helpful
The,
telling us what we need to do to awaken you.
the crystal ball kind of rises in the air, and a small beam of light from like an oculus in the corner opens up, and it beams down and it hits the crystal ball, and as it does, it blasts out what looks like stars, almost like a disco ball all along the wall. And a figure, a face, is projected kind of up in the air in the light. This gruff, kind of mystical face. Not human, maybe elf, you're not entirely sure, but blue and ethereal in nature, and he looks very angry at all of you.
Well, rather than yell at us, do you have any insight to offer?
Like
Well-
some constructive criticism.
Now that you have started the machine, I must fulfill. What is it that your heart seeks?
Organize books in the tower. Specifically using the legendary Melv decimal classification system.
Is this your wish?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what I wish for. Why? What do you wish for?
I do not get wishes. I am indebted to grant them.
Well, that's awful.
Oh, that sounds so sad.
Wait, was the Mad Mage put you here as a way to you to grant wishes for them as a punishment of sorts?
The Mad Mage brought me here. He did not confine me to this prison.
Find you to this prison, Ben. We can let
You
go.
know what I wish? I wish you were free and a member of our union.
That's a good
Your
wish.
wish is my command.
While we're granting wishes, have you seen my friend Reggie anywhere? I haven't talked to him in about 15 years. I think he might have died, but if you just know where he's doing, maybe you could just pop over and say hey and let him know that I was thinking about him.
There is a moment where the light swells into space, becoming almost too much for even the multiple eyeballs on your innards shiver to handle. And the whole space fills with whiteness as wishes are started to be granted. And we're going to have to end there and see how our wishes turn out next week because we are at time.
Oh, Barbie didn't make a wish, though, did he?
Not. Barbie didn't make a wish. What is your wish, Barbie?
I wish for the revenge for that I am supposed to be blessed upon me to feel the Mad Mage's life escape its body as I clench his throat. If you cannot provide that, I would like legs.
And the white light fills the space. And we will see next week if our wishes come true. Let's go around. Thanks all for joining us for another episode of The Great Oozescape. I'm Little Red Dot. I've been your GM. Let's go backwards, starting with Katie. You're up first. Tell us who you are and where we can find you when you're not over here oozing it up.
Hello, everybody. I'm Katie Downey, aka Goblin Katie. You can catch me on my Twitch channel, Goblin Katie. You can also catch me Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/D4RPG, where I'm on the D4 stream. You can catch me on Thursday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/Mini Terrain Domain, as I'm on the Dawnbringers. And yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Find me on Twitter at Goblin Katie, Katie.
Nice. Wally.
Sup, it's me, Wally. You can find me on Twitter at WALLE132, pretty much talking about what's on my brain, uplifting folks all around, just being a positive influence in the TTRPG space. Also, I'm a TTRPG streamer, performer. So yeah, put me on your shows. I'm just great to be around, and I bring the fire to the games. I bring the fire.
Brings delight.
Josh.
Hey, I am the community and content manager over at Demiplane. I'm the assistant director of ambassadors for Jasper's Game Day. I do a whole bunch of things in a whole bunch of places. The best way to know what I'm doing on any given day in whatever place that may be is to follow me over on Twitter at Joshua M. Simons, where you can see all the updates and know when I'm doing fun things like this. So that's me.
Yeah, nice. And Drac.
I'm Jack or Draconics. You can find me on Twitter at Draconics. That's DRAKONIQUES. Kind of stream all over the place, but my current schedule is right now on Mondays. I'm here, obviously. On Tuesdays, I'm over on Table Story at 4 p.m. Eastern in a heavily homebrewed campaign called Kingmakers. Very intense. I wear a suit of armor. It's very fun. On Wednesday, you can find me over on Rule of Law at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. In a Cyber Sister campaign called Infinite Horizon. I play a time-traveling lizard alien. It's a lot of fun. On Fridays, you can find me over on Key Times at 6 p.m. Pacific or 9 p.m. Eastern, playing in a Pathfinder 2nd Edition campaign called Parliament of Owls, which is an all-villain campaign. And I play a vampire sorcerer. That is also a ton of fun. And every third Sunday of the month, you can hear my voice in an actual play podcast called Super Idols RPG. It's a mask campaign, and it's kind of like Sailor Moon plus Pop Idols meshed together.
Yes.
Also a ton of
Oh,
so many good things in that sentence.
Such a fun
I
show.
am also the co-founder and event organizer of Friends Roll Dice, and we're going to have some very fun games coming up, so keep an eye out for that. And I'm also going to be over on Freeforge on Sunday for a charity event. I believe
Nice.
I can't remember who we're raising money for. We're raising money for Color of Change. We're going to be in a game called Cosmic Jelly, which is a Space Jam parody. It's going to be a ton of fun. Playing with some very cool people, and that's going to be on May 15th at 7 p.m. Central Time.
Nice.
And that's everything.
Cool. Well, y'all can find me here pretty much throughout the week. We have just a couple announcements to close out with tonight. Most importantly, you can go get your hands on our current Kickstarter, Campaign Builder Cities and Towns. It is a book full of helpful and really usable ways for GMs to create richer and great plots for cities and towns for their campaigns. It's really, really cool. We've been previewing some of it over on Kobold Chats on Wednesday afternoon, which you can find me this Wednesday here on Kobold Chats, making that happen. But we have a very exciting announcement that we have not put out anywhere yet, so you're all the very first to hear it, which is that this show is going to be partnering with Jasper's Game Day. We'll be rating Jasper's Game Day week, which I'm going to let Josh talk about here in a second, but for the next 2 Mondays, all donations made during the show are going to go over to Jasper's Game Day, so we'll get you set up with a link starting next week for that, and you can help us for a really important cause. Josh, you want to talk a little bit about what y'all are doing right now?
Yeah. So Jasper's Game Day is a nonprofit organization that raises money to help raise awareness for suicide and suicide prevention causes. So actually, right now, happening starting today throughout the end of this week, we have games with celebrity DMs taking place over on the channel that we're about to raid into. And so every day you can go watch games where there's a celebrity DM and some celebrity players, and then everyone else who's on those games donated money in order to play. And so you can go watch, you can donate in chat with different incentives to impact the game, whether that's giving players additional, benefits or disadvantages on rolls, giving them items, new monsters. Each game has its own variety of incentives, so be sure to get in there and check it out as we are going to raid in there. They've actually got a new game starting out like right now as we're about to raid in.
Perfect timing.
We've timed this so incredibly well. So let's get on in there, and we're going to raise some money for suicide awareness. And thanks for joining us for that fun here the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, so for the next few weeks, everybody get over there, and we'll be here joining in that fun as well. We will see you next Monday for more of the Great Oozescape. Same Kobold time, same Kobold channel. Let's go show all of our oozy love to D&D Beyond and the incredible charity that is Jasper's Game Day. Raid is beginning now, everybody, and we will see you next week.